After analyzing hundreds, if not thousands of properties for myself and for my clients as a realtor over the years, and after purchasing over 20 properties and the results I had, I realized you only need to look at 5 investing calculations when analyzing a property before purchasing it. So stay tuned to find out what they are and how they will help you invest in real estate. Hey, I'm Soulliere, real estate investing award winner and educator on real estate. And in today's video, I want to become your coach, which in my last video, I talked about why you need a coach to help you invest in real estate. And I want to teach you today about the 5 calculations I use and used each time I've gone and analyzed a property I was looking to purchase, which are, so the first one, net operating income, NOI, the capitalization rate, cap rate, cash on cash return, return on investment, ROI, and last but not least, payback period. So let's start with the first investing calculation, net operating income, as it's the easiest calculation to really figure out. It's your revenue, your rental income, minus the expenses. Now this number doesn't tell you a whole lot, however, because the main purpose for using this calculation is it actually helps you to figure out the other 4 calculations. So let's go through the other 4. So the second one then is the cap rate, which is your net operating income divided by the property value. Now this one is mainly utilized when analyzing commercial type properties, anything from offices to convenience stores to hotels to used card lots, multifamily residential properties. It's also widely used by investors, professional appraisers to determine the value of a property. This is because it's a quick way to analyze a property, as the way it works is it instantly tells you the return you'd get on a property looking to buy if you paid all cash for the property. So that's that one. So let's go on to the next one. My favorite calculation, the cash on cash return an investment will make, which is calculated by taking your net operating income minus your mortgage payments divided by the cash, so the capital you invested. Excuse me. This measures basically as a percentage the amount of cash incoming to you after all expenses have been paid, your net operating income, less your debts, your mortgage, to the amount of cash you have invested, cash out of your pocket, from your savings or from a line of credit or from a partner or from your family or friends that you raised to buy the property. The next calculation, return on investment. And this is probably the most thorough, as it calculates your total cash flow of the property generated, which is your net operating income, minus the mortgage, plus the property's appreciation, plus the mortgage on the principal being paid down, divided by your total capital invested. So yeah, that's a mouthful. This isn't an easy one to calculate. Luckily, the spreadsheets I use automatically do it for me, which you can actually get when you enroll in my Analyze All Properties program. And if you're interested, there's a link below that you can click on to enroll right now. So back to this calculation, the biggest difference between return on investment, ROI, and cash on cash return on investment is you don't actually get the full return, meaning you don't see or get the appreciation of property or see or get the mortgage pay down, the mortgage of the principal being paid down until you actually sell the property. However, when investing in real estate, this must be taken into consideration so you can figure out if an investment property is worth purchasing versus maybe, looking at another investment such as stocks or mutual funds if you're looking to invest that way. This way you are comparing apples to apples, which is why you need to use this calculation when determining which property to invest in. And last but not least, the payback period, which can be calculated by taking the total capital invested, capital out of your own pocket, cash out of your own pocket, divided by the total cash flow, your net operating income. This calculation is just as important as all the other ones we discussed because it tells you how fast you will get the money you invested back. This is more for buy and hold properties or buy fix and holds, buy fix refinance and holds, as obviously for fix and flips your payback period is when you finally sell the property. All right, so you're probably thinking, all right, now I know how to do these calculations, now what? Well, that was exactly my issue when I started investing in real estate. I had no idea what the resulting numbers meant after I did these calculations. Was it good? Was it bad? But through experience, I was able to figure that out because I ended up creating my own guidelines, rules of thumbs to follow. This way I know what the numbers meant and if the result was good or bad, or so that I knew to, make an offer on a property. I remember looking everywhere for something, just to provide me a benchmark for all these numbers I was calculating. What was a good return on investment that I should achieve? What was a good cash on cash return on investment? What was a good cap rate for a property I was looking at? But like, no one ever showed me this. All I was ever taught was, how to calculate the numbers, use these numbers to analyze a property, but not what it meant, not what, what it was good for, really. But don't worry, because in my Fast Investing Roadmap program, I teach you exactly that, exactly what the numbers mean. In it, I go in depth about these financial calculations and share with you my rules of thumb I follow when investing in real estate, so that I buy the property that will provide the best returns. And if you're very interested in joining that program, just click on the link below and in the description to enroll now. So those are my investing calculations I always use when analyzing real estate investments. I hope you found this information very useful that I shared with you today for your investing career. And before I go, I invite you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video with a friend and hit the like button. Also, every week I have new videos about investing in real estate, so check back next week. Thank you, and see you at the next one.